dog, wild and free, cruising through towns like a storm at sea. Master chartist got the moves unseen, eyes on the prize with a scream so mean. Row, 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 dog, he's taking the reins. Fibonacci's lines running wild through his veins, cracking the secrets, unlocking the trade. Born to hustle while others get played. Candles burn bright on his midnight ride, parabolic curves where the shadows reside, predicting the winds like a prophet does. Markets shiver when they feel his buzz. Row, 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 dog, he's taking the reins. Fibonacci's lines running wild through his veins, cracking the secrets, unlocking the trade. Born to hustle while others get played.
Yo, had a coin. Let's fit. Months wasted waiting, all coins on pause. Lost time stacking, opportunities lost. Gains come slow, then they slip away fast. Frustrated as hell, disgusted with the blast. Tired of the grind, exhausted from the chase. Dreams of no debt fade in this empty space. Back sitting heavy, sentiment turns sour. Waiting for the run, hour after hour. Drained from the weight gains, get back the fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins tease, breaking all our plans. Corrections hit hard, sentiment flips quick. Gains evaporate, leaving us sick. Back shrink, small dreams on hold again. Exhausted mind, when will it end? Disgusted with the tease, the up and down game. Lost gains mock me, driving me insane. Opportunity cost, time I can't reclaim. Frustrated trader, playing this flame. Drained from the weight gains, get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. We chase the moon, but it slips through our hands. All coins tease, breaking all our plans. Behold that spark, a ray breaks the gloom. No dead dreams, vacations in bloom. Parties popping, fun in the sun. Unicorns dancing, Lambos on the run. Golden ticket gleams, sunshine through the storm. Hope's the anchor, keeping us warm. Stacked through the pain, the payoff's near. Exhausted now, but victory's clear. Drained from the weight gains, get back to fight. Frustrated soul, tired through the night. Lost time echoes, opportunities ghosts. Disgusted heart, exhausted the most. But hope's coming, yeah. Stack or fold, rise from the cold.
jumped on his hype, that cocky guru's grin. Flag to the upside, he bragged, thought I surely win. Cold spiked high, I'm the king for a sec. Then the chart flip, now I'm a nervous wreck. He's flexing on streams, I nailed it again. I'm stuck with the peak, losing all my yen. Swagger turn to sweat, I'll follow this spiel. Now I'm laughing at me, what a raw deal. Top of the drop, guru's wicked call. Bought the peak, now I'm taking the fall. Cortisol's pumping, sweats in my eyes. Yo, yo, praying liquidation dies. Top of the drop, trade turns so sour. Sweat flows fast, praise by the hour. Yo, yo, why, every damn time. I'm the fool in the red, losing my mind. He's strutting like a god, flag to the upside, he cries. I bought the top, now I'm singing a tune. Chart dive south, cortisol's my beat. Sweat drips like rain, I'm praying to the sea. Guru's laughing loud, you missed my cue. I'm soaked in panic, what the hell to do? Liquidation looms, I'm begging the skies. Why is it always me? This trade's my demise. Top of the drop, Guru's wicked call. Bought the peak, now I'm taking the fall. Cortisol's pumping, sweats in my eyes. Yo, yo, praying liquidation dies. Top of the drop, trade turns so sour. Sweat flows fast, prayers by the hour. Yo, yo, why, every damn time. I'm the fool in the red, losing my mind. He's calling flag to the upside, but the market's a clown. I'm dancing with loss, wearing a frown. Sweat's a river, prayers hit the fan. Guru's still bragging, I'm a broken man. Yo, why is it me? Why this cruel? Yes, cortisol's my guest, I'm failing the test. Chart to tease, liquidation's my fear. Still I chase his calls year after year. Top of the drop, Guru's wicked call. But the peak, now I'm taking the fall. Cortisol's pumping, sweats in my eyes. Yo, yo, praying liquidation dies. Top of the drop, trade turns so sour. Sweat flows fast, prayers by the hour. Yo, yo, why, every damn time. I'm the fool in the red, losing my mind. Yo, yo, drop the beat, Guru's laugh fades away. Yo, yo, I'm soaked and broke, end of the play. From the top to the flop, a trader's sad song. Crypto fools dance where I don't belong. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for tonight's show. Please keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times and do not feed the bears. Thank you. Oh, and a little cowbell.
I weave my world where the code runs free. My heart's a spark and fly. Building dreams for a bold decree. I own the endless night. Won't let the world steal my shining soul. My vision's mine to keep. I'm holding strong. Yeah, holding strong. I'll never be your cash grab. Oh, no cash grab. Won't let my light feed you quick stab. No, quick stab. My soul's too wild a cage and break. Hey. Ain't your cash grab. No cash grab.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
For those of you out there that are hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rabbits and squirrels, to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. So honored to have you here tonight. October, as we kind of celebrate Halloween in our strange little weird way. But it's a fun month. Anyway, it should be a fun month for crypto too, is what we're hoping, right? Got off to a banger start there. Nice price action out of Bitcoin. Nice price action out of altcoins for the day, especially in the 100 to 200 market cap level ranking. This little guy is popping up. COAI from 41 cents to 289. What the hey? That one's popping up on Tokenmetrics as well. Bartcoin, you finally starting to come alive? He gets a breath of fresh air. Probably needed it. Oh, this coin looks useless right here, but it's up for something. What's going on with you? So we're seeing some movement in some of these altcoins, and that's kind of cool. However, It looks like in the last 8 hours, we've given some of that back with this pullback that we're getting. On the bright side over here behind my dancing girls, if you can see right over here, you see this Bitcoin dominance has got a rejection there and coming down. So that should be good for our altcoins overall. And right behind my big head. Anyway, right up. This way? Okay. To the left? Pivot. Okay, right. Lower highs and lower lows for stablecoin dominance over, well, the last few days here have been a sellout of that. That's good. That's good. It means money's going into the market. Should be money's going into the market, going into, obviously it's been into Bitcoin and now hopefully into altcoins here a little bit. And as far as the other market, you know, Wall Street and everything, tech stocks, they're happy. So if they're happy, we're usually happy too for the most part. So everybody seems to be happy except for the people trying to figure out what the hell's Bitcoin's going to do over here. Is it going to go up? Are we in price discovery now? So far, until we cross this little dotted line here, we are in price discovery. Well, actually, we've already been at this price that we're at right now. Yeah, just to be clear about it. But this is above our latest all-time high. This little guy right here, I should probably make him bigger. Impressive, I must say. Nice big move. Nice big. It's been a good trading day. You guys should be kind of happy and seeing some profits on a lot of these things. Not as much out of the altcoins as we'd like, right? Because they've been coming down a little bit, giving back some of those gains, popping off a little bit. Some of them do good. Some of them are just sitting there, what's going on? Oh, everybody's leaving. Where are you going? And while all of them pass them by. Yeah, some of them do that. Polkadot, I'm talking to you. You little poser. All right, so Bitcoin 126,213. We come back to this little chart over here. Remember this little guy, this little area over here that we nailed it the first time? She did not make it to this other target over here. I'm going to extend this line out. She went a little bit. Oh, well, that screwed that up. Anyway, she went up a little bit above that line there, not quite to that line. So you suck, your dog, you suck. Your predictions suck. So I got that. No, we went right to an area. Now the question is, this being an area, this was our AB equals CD periods, right? For I can go ahead and show you. Oh, well, I guess I took it off. We can do this really quick here. This. And we want the bearish one, the AB equals the Bukowski on the bearish AB equals CD pattern, right? This is what it does. It goes zigzaggy up. Looks good. It's almost like an ABC correction in a way. Anyway, that is where we got our targets from. This play right here, right? It nailed it, darling, nailed it. So one interesting, now this is a bearish formation, right? But I play it as upside all the time, but you normally get corrections from here, right? So we should expect a correction after reaching our D target on this, which we've done. That's what this was. This was our D target, and I've even got an extra little target right up here that we weren't strong enough to get to the bonus one. She tried, but just didn't quite get there, right? So the question is, with this idea, well, what happens next from that? Well, usually we would expect a pullback, but there are instances where you can did that. You get just a little pullback, and then she keeps on going. So it's a really cool pattern to play because you win more to the upside than going to the downside. All I'm saying. So I build my strategy a lot around this little guy. You see me play him a lot. Anyway, what we got going on our indicators over here is a little red dot and some bearish divergence. There's lots of bearish divergence as these indicators are flowing to the down, all except money flow. Now it's starting to, but she's a little wavy. She's a little wavy. Well, you're really wavy. Well, you are a wave, aren't you? You're a momentum wave. So we got bearish divergence there. Maybe I'm wearing the wrong hat. Maybe. And this might... Maybe we'll put this hat on just for today, or maybe for today and tomorrow. Bearish divergence there that we might see a correction here. because the pattern we got played out, and we could get a little pullback. Now I went over on this time frame and I marked the next areas if we do pull back. If we lose the 9 moving average, I'm looking for that on the 4 hour. We haven't done it yet. First of all, the first thing that I would have to see us lose is this little dotted line, and that guy comes in right here at 124, 180ish. Okay, so we still got a little ways to go down there to it. Not quite there yet. Big ass Ichimoku cloud developing over here that could easily suck us into it. So what the bullish scenario would look like, in my personal opinion, I guess I should zoom out and show you this too. Some other areas of resistance that you may not have thought of or considered. Was it here, right? Oh, geez. Did I lose my chart? Where did you go? I had all this drawn out before the show. All right, this is not it. This is not what I was looking at. This is not it. Sean. Well, here's a chart. We can do it here. Oh, maybe it was. Wait a minute. No, it wouldn't have been on the daily and the weekly. All right. Well, screw that audio. All right. Let me go ahead and put me thoughts here. I thought I did this all before the show, so I'm just not finding the right chart. I thought I did it here. Oh, I gotta leave that one. That's a target right there. All right, so we got this idea. I'm just gonna come out to the weekly here. Now it did have a big old channel going on right there, right? But I'm gonna connect some dots right through here. And that's from bodies to bodies. We'll come down to the daily, see how that's holding up right there. And that's kind of right in the area that we're finding resistance at, right? See if we can fine tune it here a little bit to the daily. I'm just going to drag it up there. If I go bodies to bodies on the daily, yeah, we're right at resistance. It almost nailed it. And we also got this trend line here that is going up that way. So these intersecting points here actually, of course, I just threw this on here, but it looks really impressive. That's almost apex. So I've seen a lot of resistance of this area. This is this little white line. When we pull our fibs, a nice quick little test of a little higher high here, a little cliff note. Swing high to swing low, looking for the 113, right? And that's the first one we got bounced up. And we might be able to make it up here to this guy. But our AB equals CD pattern suggesting that maybe we get a little bit of a pullback. This is what we look like on the daily. Yeah, she went up. Now, most of the time when we go up like that, we consolidate or we dump, right? That's kind of our two options unless we just want to keep going up. That's pretty much all the three choices that we have because we can't go backwards. When they do figure out how to make us go backwards, I'll let you know, and that would be a fun time if we can go backwards and forwards. I want to go back and buy Bitcoin at 2 cents. All right, so let me come down with all that on the bigger scope that we're looking, and now you see the trend lines here a little bit better, and see how well that we went up and made those, we're making higher highs there, right? But on our indicators, they're coming down. So we do have some bearish divergence here, and I would expect a little bit of a pullback, just a correction after that move. I mean, my gosh, we've been going since Sunday on the 28th to Tuesday to Wednesday to Friday to Saturday to Sunday to Monday. We've had a nice little run right there. Nice little run. And a nice little pullback to this area would be a bullish place to bounce. Now, that's not normally where I look, but with the bullish sentiment that we got, we've been seeing this area hit a lot more often. And it can lead to kind of some crazy ass targets, considering. but it also gives us confluence right up here to an area that I've already got marked here at 140. Perhaps I'll throw another one up there. This is how I get too many lines on my chart. And if we were to pull back to this little guy, well, we should have kept him. If we pull back to this other lower area, which I kind of like, that would be coming back to about 120, and that's cool. Considering the fact that often when you do break out of a trend line, and here it was, if you look at it this way, we were in a downward channel, got a partial decline, got the breakout, there's also a good chance that we can also come right back down and retest that breakout. So coming back to retest that area at 116 is totally not out of the question for this move, and we would still be bullish. So I know it's October. It's up October 6th, and we were very fortunate to get a nice little boost through the end of September, Rectember normally, and into October. But there are some, we do get corrections in October, right? There are some points in October where we go, oh my God, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I totally played that wrong. So I think the thing to do right now is just, kind of chill and not play things wrong. This is a great place to get chopped up. And being in price discovery up here for Bitcoin, above that little dotted white line that I've got there, kind of a scary place to be because you don't know how to play it. Now, who's buying Bitcoin at 126,000 saying, yeah, I didn't want it at 25,000. I wanted to wait till it got to 125,000. That's when I plan on jumping in. I mean, the big players, or it's basically the big players that we're looking at right now to hold up this market, right? Ain't no unless you're just a total noob. But if you've been in this market, you're not looking at it. I'm going to buy me a bunch of Bitcoin right now. I'm sitting here watching this 1 hour chart, losing our moving averages, lost the 9, lost the 21. Next we got the 50, and that would be the area we would hope that we would catch, right, to keep the momentum going. Losing the 50 is a good sign we're losing our momentum for this. And then hello 122, and maybe it will stick, right? Maybe it will stick. Now, I was tracking this earlier just to see the same kind of situations over here on the smaller pool, just on this move. And we're coming down from this impulse move here to the 50% mark. That was a great little place to catch a small short-term bounce. And short-term bounces are cool and everything, but if we're on a downward trend, which I believe that we are on this little on the smaller time frames here, trying to roll over on the smaller time frames. And so if you're degening and everything, it's starting to look a little, oh my God, this is not doing, well, you're probably getting chopped up thinking we're going to bounce from here or bounce from there or bounce from anywhere. She's got a little bit more to come back in my personal opinion. Double top scenario, but there's a higher high, a higher low. We got to argue that, right? It's squeezing. She's squeezing. She's squeezing up and almost like a one of them, rising wedgies. Them rising wedgies, the pointy kind that kind of stick you right where you don't want to be stuck. Yeah, those things make you walk funny. So a little bit of a rollover, especially on the, I mean, if you're at 1 minute degen, you're about, oh my God, that looks horrible. And it does look horrible because there's a rollover. So we are getting a little pulled down. Now, will we go immediately down to 122? It may take all week to get there, people. It might. Look how long it took just to get down here. Well, that's a 50-minute time frame. That didn't take long at all, did it? No, I remember when that happened. That was last night. We went up and then we immediately gave it back. What the hell is this turkey talking about? Must be the coffee. Speaking of coffee, ladies and gentlemen, the show's brought to you by some good-ass coffee. Oh! Don't make me go bald. Felt like Winnie the Pooh the whole time. So for an hour, now we are above the 9 moving average. So as long as we're above the 9, everything's fine. So I'm not trying to scare you, but especially if you're on the smaller time frames, wondering what the hell's going on, you expect a little bit of a pullback. If nothing else, let's draw a trend line right here. And everything's pointing right now to try to retest this little line on the 4 hour. Even that 9 moving average, it's pointing right down to about 124. So I think we can take a breath and wait and see what happens around there. And I don't know. Depends on what you're trading. Meanwhile, Now we got Bitcoin out of the way. It's time to talk about altcoins. And Gator Squatch has got one. He got a gem pick. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little section over here. I'm going to add a list on TradingView. I'm going to create a new list over here. We're going to call it it's O. It's an O. Not a little O, it's a big O. Gators Gems. Gem Shack. Gators Gem Shack. And we'll put those coins over in there, and I can flip over there and check them out, right? How do I get back to my real lit, Sean? Okay, we're good. And we still got Coffee on the screen. Hey, Coffee. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come over and say hello to you. 21 people hanging out with me tonight as we look and try to see what Bitcoin is doing, and probably watching the smaller time frames, and they look a little scary right now. Every time that they think that you're trying to go up on them, they don't do it right. Slow rollover, starting to look a little scary, but not too bad. All the moving averages are pretty good. As we get into the bigger ones, you got to kind of zoom out when you start seeing that. But it is the first sign, a little bit of correction. Now, at some point, I would expect to see a correction, an ABC correction, and let's see what happens. So all eyes right here, right now, on this level. We're going to put a set of eyeballs there because that's what we're saying. All eyes on it. Right there. And what exactly are you looking at there? I'm looking at. You need to go the other way. I'm looking at that right there. Right here. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. Really closely, watching to see what happens right here at 124, 100-ish. And I see nothing other than this makeshift trend line, which cuts through some stuff on this 6-minute time frame. Oh no! Oh, there we are. Yeah, the 360s right there, the 360 moving average. I'm going to go ahead and move this line here, but I'm looking at that dotted line and the 360 moving average. That's kind of cool on this small ass time frame. I expect to see a reaction there. Will it hold? That's the question. And also, if you look over here, this was the area we were rejecting. So we're hoping what we need to do is make a. If we're going to hold this area, we need to make a support resistance flip, and if we can bounce from here, that would confirm it, right? Fibonacci wise, do we have anything from there that would also give us a little bit of hope? Right around the 618. That's kind of deep for you though if you're bullish. This 0.5 you really should do it for you. I mean, I'm just saying. Bounce here or don't. All right, let's come back to the chat here. Rein it in. Got attacked by a squirrel there. Just came and got me. All right, shout out to all you guys. We got Chris Klein in the house. I think he was here first. Awesome. And we've also got Floki's Angels is here. Hey, dog, love your show. Awesome. I love that comment. I love it when buttons work. There they go. You know what? I need to put a poll up while I'm thinking about it. Is the music too loud or distracting? We'll put a little poll out there, get some feedback. I don't want to end the poll. All right. And we got Gator Squatch in the house. My gym pick. Do I have the right ones? This is tonight, right? I'm on the right chat, right? Sometimes I leave them up from a previous show, but okay. I'm kind of. There we go. Tonight's pick is Linya. Okay, that's what threw me off. Okay, so cool. All right. So far, 75% of you, 80% are saying that it's not too loud or distracting. So I'm trying not to skip over anybody, but my head's also going through a lot of stuff. Okay, we got Matt. We got Nasty Gene. Hey, welcome to the show, guys. Good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. If you don't mind, if you do feel some resonance at some point during the show, if you
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Bitcoin Elvis, the ghost of Bitcoin Elvis. He's been looking a little pale lately. Gator says XRP has other plans up their sleeves there. Duality C, how's it going? I like that. Everybody smash the like button. That does help the channel grow. We're a small growing channel. Been streaming for 3 years here. Very small growth, but I would rather stream than do the videos because I just feel it reaches more people and we can teach. I'm a teaching channel, basically. I just kind of show you how I do things. You can learn what I do here for free, the way that I do it, and add other stuff as you go along from whoever else that you follow and stuff. I do recommend that you don't forget about, the outside knowledge outside of YouTube. Probably where if anybody studies, they get this stuff. Most of the YouTube people are just regurgitating stuff on YouTube, right? You start getting into this little loop, right? Sometimes you got to get out. I think it's good to get out. Maybe get a book on trading, by some of the greats, some of the past legends, or some of the current ones. Hey West, how's it going? Good evening. Rise is on fire. Is that what it says? Fire too. Gator Squad says, I'm thinking of making a channel or trying maybe to do a YouTube collaboration. That'd be cool. I'd say explore it. It's difficult to get the ball rolling, but you got to stay at it, and sometimes it goes quick, and then sometimes it just you get plateaus and stuff. It's a journey. It's going to be a journey, and it's a learning thing, and you need some of that time to kind of finesse things and figure out how you're going to do things. I'm all for it. I'd do it. I say go for it. There was somebody else's on Justin Crypto or Justin X, whatever. What he goes, if he comes in, he's the one he said he turned $170 into 50,000 with Clash. He got in George's meme coin really early and did that, and I was thinking, well, man, and he's got a channel, he just doesn't do very much with it, but I was like, that would be a great thing to go in, just walk over your mindset and what made you pick Clash. How did you hear about it? What were you what were you watching to be in the mood for it? Fill us in, because a lot of people don't, they didn't have any idea about it. I wasn't following it, it just popped up, and some things like that. That would definitely help his channel. That would help that channel grow a lot. His channel, in my opinion, I would think, because people like that kind of information. Avi says, "Hangry, my food's not here yet. Crypto rich and kitchen poor. Ramen man, sacrifice for what? Take profits, dumbass." It's taking profits is a good thing. It's been harder for altcoins because some of them haven't ripped, but some of them have, right? You got to take it when you can get it. The worst thing you can do with altcoins is think they're just going to keep going, aren't they? Sometimes they might for a little bit, but they will give it up, right? They always do. Chris Klein says, anybody seen Stacks today? Don't sleep on Stacks, peeps. Was saying it before, took 74% profits on my futures trade. I snuck in right before a hike earlier. Super stoked. Is it rising? With Bitcoin goes up, Stacks should be going up too. Abe, look at your thumbs. They look like drumsticks. Law. Jorge, how's it going? Sleepless AI pumped a little since yesterday. We looked at that, didn't we? And ZBC is up again at a half a penny. Such a slow mover, though. Oops, I kind of skipped through some stuff I accidentally. 12 big deals, seen ya, and Candles Shatter. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you here. I like freaky candles. I do things a little bit different, but it's good to have a variety of inputs on the market. My most trend lines tell me a lot of stuff. These charts talk to me, right? And they tell me lots of things, the little tools that I use, the trend lines. I've got a moving average strategy that helps me follow my momentum. But lately, I've just went down the fib rabbit hole, baby, and learning the secret innate mysteries of the Fibonacci and harmonics. And that's been a game changer. But anyway, what I do is I just show what I do, my mindset, and I'm just another free teaching like Frankie. We're just here. You can learn what I do, and the way that I do it, and I don't know, pick and choose. Learning this, you find what resonates with you, and if you like the fibs, and a simple trendline strategy. So simple to use that strategy. It tells you so much, and so many people don't use trend lines, at least the way that we do it. Some people just draw it on there. Well, that's the direction, but no, there's so much more you can get out of trend lines and patterns. Don't forget pattern. You know, we started out as the O pattern trader there. But I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have some new people hanging out. 28 people hanging out here. Avi says, I want more punt. What the F? This is not pump. I know she's hit the roof, as to speak, for Bitcoin. For right now, anyway. So I'm expecting a pullback. And if Bitcoin pulls back, then altcoins might pull back. Now, but it all depends on what happens right here, right? We could just bounce here and continue with our price discovery. That's the other option too. So one of those two options, that's kind of what I've got to go with. Kind of like Joe at plan A or plan B there. And so this is the make or break moment. And if we confirm going below this guy, so I'll watch it happen on the smaller time frames. But if we do, I'm looking for lower. Now with that, take our altcoins down. Now that's the question we need to ask. And I would come over to others, which I'm going to do right now. And while I'm over here and thinking about it before I get too sidetracked, put my request notice into the chat. And if I didn't catch you and didn't say hi to you, follow Frank for about 2 years. I found it right when you first started. I was going to start because I was just pissed at what was available on YouTube at the time, and one of the big up and comers was very braggadocious and just doing some really sloppy stuff, and just, well, anyway, there was some bad information that I personally thought was, or how it was being presented out there. And then Frankie came on, and I said, oh, cool, we finally got somebody on here who's going to not trying to sell you some membership or some subscription, but actually, hang out with you and show you. And that was cool. And I was like, oh, okay, well, then I kind of lost the desire to do my channel. I was like, well, there's not as much of urge. We got Frankie. That's cool. I'll just hang out in his chat. But after a while, I was like, it kept working on me. And I was like, nah, we're going to go. We got to get some more. We got to get some more accurate information out there. So pattern traders, I came out for the pattern traders to give them more accurate information, which if you hang on the channel, if you haven't been here, thepatternSite.com, Thomas Bukowski, this man right here, wrote the encyclopedia on chart patterns, and he's got all the cool stuff, like you might have seen the triangles, and if you listen to the gurus who were educated in a trading group, and they're just regurgitating things that they were taught there, right? Without digging into behind it. I'm trying to show you where all this stuff comes from. I'm trying to give you the sources, because they don't, right? They just tell you that everything breaks out to the upside 68% of the time. Breaks to the downside 68% of the time. Well, this one's going to hit about 90% of the chance. And you'll hear them just throw out numbers out of their ass or regurgitate 68 on everything. And there is some differences, and that's one of the things that made me come to pattern trading. Because I was, if there's a higher probability for one pattern over the other, for it to go up in one direction or the other, well, I want to know that. And so I get kind of biffed when I see people just flippantly calling these things out. It just tells me, well, you haven't really done your homework at all for this. Why are you out here teaching these people? Flags to the upside on everything. And that's just my take on it. Not trying to get over there today. Here we are. We're squeezing up, but we're hanging out, right? We got one section down, 2 sections down. We got 3 more sections to come. We're headed up toward, or we should be trying to get one more leg in, and my target up here is at 346 billion. So slowly but surely, we're making our way up. So far, we got this nice trend line hanging out right here. We can also draw some other ideas. right? You got the nice little channel, which price travels in a channel, is my opinion, until it breaks one of those guys. So we can continue right on up in this little channel, break out of this little guy and continue right on up. Bump our little happy asses right here on the top of the green line and up here. So we can see some more upside, I believe, for altcoins. She might be struggling though. One thing is that she seems to be breaking over this point right here, and I think if we come down to the smaller time frame, as you're trying to flip it for support, I hope so. 21 moving averages there, and they look good down here. Moving averages look pretty good. So we got the lower lows. We just need to start working on some higher highs here. They're coming, but gotta get past this guy. All right, so we're seeing some good things. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gem pick for tonight, which is Linea. I want to look at this. I played this one before. It's been around for a minute. So Gator says they got some good news coming on, I think, with Stripe. Or replacing Stripe. He mentioned it over there. I have not actually been keeping up with that. So I appreciate it when people do keep up with all that. Market cap is $437 million. It's still a small, getting close to mid cap territory, although I think those categories are starting to expand a little bit the more and more money that we get into here. But that's typically your smallest entry mid level market cap right there. I mean, it can grow. Imagine it's going to 2 billion, and there you go, because that's where the big dogs are hanging out, around $1 billion, $2 billion dollars and things like that. So it could do it. Oh my God, you got too many damn coins. What's wrong with you? Why would you ever do 72 billion coins? And you're at 2 cents? For real? What the hell? Circulating supply is 15 billion. But over the lifetime of this coin, or over however the schedule, they're gonna send out how many? Well, we got about 5 times as many, 6 times as many. We'll divide 2 by 6. Fully diluted market cap. If you took all the coins that they're going to have, that's going to be the market cap. That would be the current market cap. We were talking about it could go up to like 1 or 2 billion. Well, if they have all the coins, and if it's at the same price it is right now, it would be there at 2 billion. So see how that works? There's kind of a downward slide when you think about it with the ones that have the mega billions of coins. There's a downward slide to that. They're not, in my personal opinion, I don't think that they're going to continue to be able to hit their all-time highs continually cycle to cycle that way. It's hard to see it done. But this one's still, let's see what it says over here. All-time high was 4 cents. That was 26 days ago. Now it's 40%. So she's on a drop. So there could be a good play here. Is 50, almost 50% off now. All-time low was 24 days ago. So we're at the bottoms. We're at the very bottoms now. Really? But you got a $2 billion market cap, or well, not fully diluted would be. Okay. And your all-time high was, but that was your all-time high. You've been out for a minute, Linea. You're not just brand new. In 26 days, your all-time high. It sounds like you've been going sideways for like 3 years. Let's go take a look at the chart. Let's see what's going. Well, first let's see what the project is. We got to see what the project is. Hope I don't sound like I'm dissing. I'm just telling you what I see. It's Ethereum contract. Let's go to Linea build. Building the layer 2 where Ethereum wins. Bootstrapped by the consensus, owned by the Linea community. And they were hot. I remember them from toward the end of the last cycle, I think. Building the layer 2 where Ethereum wins. May require hands with different skills. Okay, so that's the website on it. Okay, so explore, build, resources, about. So you can definitely. And they got a bridge. So it's a layer 2 for Ethereum. And let's check out the chart. And we're going to zoom out. I am really pretty sure that you've been around for at least a couple of years here. Why am I just getting such little price information? Where is this? September 2020? Really? Am I tripping? Apparently I'm tripping. I'm the one that's tripping. I'm the tripper. Okay. Let's try. Let me go to KuCoin. Tell me you got some price. You don't have any price history on. All right. I must be thinking of a total. Could have sworn I was thinking of the right coin. Maybe I'm the one that's tripping here. All right. Well, I'm gonna try Mexi. Why does this all look so different? All right. So Linea. Okay, I'm good with you. All right, my bad. What coin am I thinking? Why does this one look so different over here? This is Binance. They probably have an earlier candle is what it is. That's what they might have been the ones that launched it. So this was September of this year. I feel like I stepped into an alternate universe because, like the butterfly. What is it? The butterfly effect? What is that? That effect where you could have sworn that was here before, but you find out, oh no, they just now did it. And well, did I cross through a portal or something? What happened here? Okay. Well, then maybe you'll do amazing. This is what I got. This is what I got to work with. A consolidation. All right. And consolidation. All right. There's got to be some information over here. Swift, that's the key to Linea taking off. It says artificial liquid intelligence. There was a super chat. I gotta remember that. Let me do Linea real quick, and I'll come to the super chat. I haven't forgot. I heard it, and I'll come back to the chat here. Let's figure out this guy. Let me go to the 4 hour. Not really giving me a whole lot to work with here. That was a 0.5. Same thing the Bitcoin did. Same target idea that we're going to do over here. Some drama fib, swing high to swing low now. Taking my zero down to that 0.5 Fibonacci there. I was trying to put a line on it right there and put a price tag over here, so. I'm looking for a higher high that we had over here. It had a high of 4 cents. That was his all-time high just a month ago. 5 cents right there. We're at 2. So that'd be doubling up. Other notable targets that we would need to get to. You are pointing to some good little places right there, I gotta say. It might come up to test this one since we landed on a 0.5. A lot of times you might see something here, right where we come back up to where we were, right back to ground zero. It's a number 1. We got a 0 and a 1 and another 0.5. So these are the main areas I'm going to look for a reaction for you. Because the 0.5s work just a little different sometimes. They're a little quirky. We got this nice little thing going on right here, meaning we could be in an expanding pattern, and I like these expanding patterns. If you look over at our little triangle sheet right here, well, you might see that this little guy is. Are you not represented? This one's got, yeah, there you are. It's at the top. It's at the very top. 55% chance that this one breaks to the upside, and seeing how it's from a bottom area anyway, kind of almost seems like a no-brainer. You put that logic to the test. going straight up. Bumping our head at 3.4 cents. Looks good. There's some other targets, and we'll take a closer look like the 618. Let me do one other little thing here. No, you kind of did do that. Nice looking internally here. Nice little breakout. Retest. This is not an inverted head and shoulders. I don't care what you hear on other channels. They're stretching. They just want to sound good. They're just telling you things you want to hear or whatever. They will. I don't know, man. That's sloppy right there. We're in a nice little range. That's for dang sure. Right through here. And if we were to apply our fibbies to here one more time, because the other time just wasn't enough, I guess. We just left our juicy buy zone, right? This is the woulda, coulda, shoulda bought here area. At right then 2.5 cents and under. We're not too far above it, banging our head on the 382 right there, right? Yeah. So I would really start seeing what we do over here at this 3.5 cent area. Did I get sloppy on you? No. There we go. Well, I gotta tighten up my game. Oh, we did this from the other one, right? So we're getting a little confluence here. I'm getting I'm doing it's a different 0.5 fib, but we seem to be, I believe. I think so. All right, so about 3.5 cents right there for linear, which would be, if we get out of here. Now you might see an inverted head and shoulder idea if you want to see that. It's like we said, it's just a Wyckoff accumulation. You can see lots of things. There are a little box here that we're at the 382, and we could break out and double up from here. So taking that idea in consideration, whether it is a head and shoulders or just a channel idea, gives you a target right here. And I believe that's right around our 618, right around it. We'll put that as our measure move. That's 3.2 cents right there. So let's see if we can bounce our little happy asses up there and make a 12% gain there. All right, linear. So this one might turn into something over time. It definitely has a lot of tokens though. All right. I'm going to take a look at a few things that are looking a little interesting right now. And this little guy. I guess we can look here. Oh, this is where we looked last night. Look at you, Art. You're the special. You can't. Well, now I can't. Darn it. You didn't give me a chance to put targets up. You didn't give me a chance. So we were looking at the idea that she was doing this, and we got this, and she did not actually hit her 886 though. She really she's 786, so she's returning on the 786. Okay. Let's go ahead and fibber out. We're just now exiting the juicy buy zone at $1.05, getting out of the cool area to have this. Oh man, I should have bought more when it was 87 cents or 88 cents. And oh man, I didn't mean to erase that. So we're starting to leave that nice little roundy shape. I like the big cloud there. It looks like we are trying to go up. Now for these patterns, you know, our targets are really up here. I'm just saying. Hey, y'all doggies. We got two of the juiciest targets right over here. You're like, it won't do that. You can't be going to two. No, that'll take 3 months. That, I don't know how long it'll take to get up there, but she's kind of zigzagger up there. Zigzagger. Is that a new word? Up, down, up, down. We can, 1, 2, and then we got we can do 3 little sections, 3 little humpy humps. 3 little segments working on our little happy asses up there. Well, we might even go higher, and it's a possibility, but no. So about 152, but if we're looking for some other places to take profits, you know, you got 116, 127, the 137, that's also a good one. So we got all your little fibby areas there, but if we're going for the gusto, I'm just saying 42% gains, 52% gains for XPL if you're looking for it. Our snappage, and I'm going to share this one with the group. I think that's a pretty good gosh darn setup. Wait a minute, one thing we gotta check. So we got to see what happens here, though. So that's why this is also a target. That's why this is also a target. We could come up here and then come back and do this again, right? Or do some variation and come back and visit this area again, right? And do a possible type 2 return or whatever you want to call that, or a double bottom, whatever terminology that you want to use for returning back to the scene of the crime. 200 moving average area, whatever, retesting like the 9 moving average, which we're well above, 21 moving average at 90 cents. See those areas? So we could do it here, and come back and do we could be doing the butt crack as we speak. Oh no, it's coming out to the 15-minute. What are you doing? You're testing it. See if we can get up to 117. I think you got it in it. Got it in you, baby. And let me post this over for the group here. Hello, Telegram. Well, I gotta copy you first, right? And where are we? Trade setups. This is XPL, which is kind of hot and trendy right now, and it might actually be worth having. It's kind of new for me too. And this is the 4-hour. There's a slight possibility. Bella T. Why are you misspelling? I can't see you. I'm just gonna use you. This is why I don't do this too much. Make a bigger. I like the higher targets. Okay. I should have put our percentage over there, but I didn't. All right, so we got that. We're 23 people hanging out. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all that boring, but that's kind of how we kind of do things from time to time here. This is this is MYX. We talked about this the other day because she took a hit. Nobody loved it anymore. Find a coin that nobody loves. They're usually worth loving a little bit. We're looking at this little idea here because that's all that we were left to look at. Connect some wicks to wicks to wicks to wicks, and it seems like it worked pretty nicely right there. The magic of trend lines. I prefer the bodies, but the bodies gave up the ghost right there and started doing some other stuff, right? That trend got a little bit deeper than I expected, but the trend line helped us out there. She came down to the 1414 Fibonacci from our swing low to swing high. Nice little area for it to be bouncing. Looks like she might have even made a bottom pattern here. So MYX is trying to do a little something something. If you looked at it somewhere down in these areas when it was $5, somewhere below $6, you're probably a little bit more happy now. So I think there's a play here. I think we can at least get up to these areas right here where all three of my moving averages, the 50, the 100, are trying to kamikaze attack the 200. That probably will not go over very well, but we can at least get there or even a little higher. And this area right here will come into play about $9. Retesting that, I expect that to be about a 382 Fibonacci area. So we fib her out, and this is the guidelines that I use to help me navigate this little market. Oh, you're sexy over here. Yeah, I think you can do it too. Well, we got to include you. Sorry, I forgot about it. All the no. A line, please. A line, not a bar. A line. So that 0.5 would be the halfway mark, right, between this impulse move. Commonplace by Dow theory, Charles Dow. From Dow Jones. That was one of the contributions that he gave to the market was that insight in his trading that those retraces normally come back to the halfway spot. You still hear that, especially if you're into like the Forex stuff and the what all is that? It's not as hot anymore. The ICT stuff, I don't know. There's always something coming and getting a little bit more fancier with fancier terms and more complicated stuff to learn to make you think that that's what you need to win in this market. And really what you need to do to win in this market and what you need to focus on is not so much the system or how much detailed nerdy information you can store in your head. The biggest things that you will be tackling here, one is wrapping your head around the system and whatever your system that you got. Two is the psychology, because you're having to train yourself to think about these things differently and make different decisions than you normally feel like making, right? And so that's part of a lengthy process there. And as you get used to it, you build up more confidence in your system that you're using. But the critical, most important thing to make this actually work, to where you stop, you go from losing money to kind of losing some and giving it all back, and or winning some and giving it all back, and winning some and giving it all back, to actually where you kind of, I'm just breaking even all the damn time. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting still, to actually making a profit and growing an account and starting to see this turn into something that can eventually turn into life-changing money, and probably be quicker than not if you start applying yourself to these concepts. And finding some good sources of information. So that's why I try to do here on this channel. I try to tell you the sources of information I come from. You go check them out yourself, Don't get much into WD Gang because he's just kind of too far out there to go in too much on the stream, and that's a rabbit hole. I'm still, where the hell am I? But Bukowski and all these greats and all this stuff. It's kind of like Mitch Ray does the same thing. He talks about Bukowski a lot all the time, and Wyckoff, right? Yeah, those things matter. And you don't have to be an expert in all of them, but understand a few basic concepts. What the hell were we talking about? We were looking for targets, weren't we? Right over here, 1079. But the third thing, that was the third thing. We talked about the things important to make it, right? A system for you. I saw a squirrel. System for you, and then your emotions. But the third thing is your risk management. That's what's going to make you profitable. When you can be consistent with your risk management, then you will see the blessings and benefit of this market. And there are people out there to teach it, but you don't see too many people out there that adhere to it. Especially your flag chaser guys out there, they're not adhering to a strict, because they're risking about 10% of their whole account. And I don't, you don't want to do that. You decide an amount. 1 to 2 is typical, maybe the 3 and 5 if you want to be a little degen, but you be consistent with it. And that's the thing. Always be consistent with that on every trade. If you can do that, to control your stop loss, not the amount that you're trading, but control the stop loss, control your losses. That's the only thing that you can control in this game, is how much that you lose. And if you will do that, and use techniques to do that, and I can talk about what I'm doing right now with my spot margin, because I'm layering stop losses. That's how I'm taking profit. I mentioned that on Frankie. I mentioned it in the chat. On Frankie's show, he made a comment about it, but that's one way to do so. And what I mean is, when we come up to these top areas, we don't know what's going on, right? Are we breaking out? Are we doing something? If you can use layered stop losses, you don't have to give up all those gains, right? You can layer out however you want to do it, either by numbers or by fibs. But if you got so many stop losses, okay, you think she might be able to dip up, recover, or whatever, okay. But it's better than riding it all the way back down, right? Even if you just do it in layers. And that's kind of what I'm doing with Bitcoin right up here at the tops. And if she comes to an area of, that I think she might catch something, well, I got more free cash that I can go hard here with a tight stop loss. Tight. So I want those pivot bottoms as close as I can get them, right? With tight stop losses, and that way, if it's wrong, I'd lose very little. I'm even going. Sometimes I go not even 1% on some of these things for my risk. for what we're doing right now with Bitcoin, just for that. And that way, I doubt these, and you can even layer those out within my range, right? There's so many options you can do here to play this market. If you're got a decent exchange that gives you those options, right? So here we are. We're looking for $10. 66% up to $9.38. That's our first target. I think the main target we got to keep our eye on is 87% gains right up here. Just retesting this guy. And we might come up on MYX. It might come up and roll over. It might, but there's a big, thick red cloud. I mean, we might stumble through here, but we might find ourselves working to it and eventually coming over here to $14 again. And if you bought here at $5 or $6 and you still got some left by the time that we get up there, that's 135% gains just on spot by itself, no leverage included. So you got that. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let me come back to the chat here. And let's pull our, is the music too loud or distracting? 4% say yes, and 96% say no. So I guess we're a majority rules. And let me come down here. That was, we had fan punting. That's what I said I was going to do. Let's go over here. And Gator Squatch, Swift pick Linea. Okay, that's what it was. Swift pick Linea. They did not go with Ripple. And so that would be the advantage for Linea, the one that we looked at. So she, like I said, it is at a low. It's at 2 cents, $400 million market cap, and it could, I could see it getting up to 1 to 2 billion. So what are we looking at? Maybe getting up to, a normal thought would be about 10 cents. We're just speculating off my head here, going by market cap. I'm just calculating market caps, what the price could be if it actually went up to about 2 billion. So I could see that, but it could go a lot more, especially if it got connections with bigger players. These are kind of good. It's a good project. That's the right trail to be on for the types of things to really look to try to play something that's got them partnerships with, like something with real money, not something that's partnering with another meme coin and they're going to collaborate. I mean, something that's got some real stuff behind it, and you can actually see some legs, especially as the news is revealed and comes out and our use cases are starting to reveal themselves, right? And all we need right now in these last few months, and this last, maybe we'll squeeze 6 months out of this market, I don't know, but it's a possibility we might have about 6 months left of some squeezing, especially the altcoins, and a lot can happen in 6 months there, from 2 cents to, well, it'd be cool if it went to $2. Don't know that it can do that, but it would be cool. At the end of the market, some of these altcoins can get very crazy. Some of them, and if they've got a narrative behind it, yeah, they're the ones that can. Just gotta hold XRP, don't sell it. Hold till gold. Hey, we got Stray. How's it going, Stray? And there's Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber. Let me give a shout out to the YouTubers here. And there's me, Damien, who was going live earlier today. Getting more and more subscribers there. Channel is growing. And we also got Joe from Trade Intuition over here. Saw him live earlier too. Or I watched the repeat. I didn't get to catch it live. Or did I? I can't remember. Gosh darn it. My days are running in together. Is it Thursday again? Every day's Thursday for me. Is today one of those days it's not Thursday? Maybe that's why it feels weird. Oh, it's Monday. Well, but Joe, yeah, go check him out. Back to the chat. I was in the chat. Gatorspot says, I think it'll go to $1 easy. That would be awesome if it does. Bobby says, I heard Swartz is back on as a board member. What do you think of XRP? Oh, the Swartz guy? Less sell-offs, like I've heard. The biggest thing that we had Jeb McCaleb selling all his bags for years, and that was one thing creating all that sell pressure, because he had a bunch of it. And XLM, I don't know what they got going on, but they're in there too, right? With USD coin, probably going to usher in the mark of the beast or something, or whatever they're going to do. But there'll be money to be made in the process. Okay, so I don't know if Road Dogg knows Swift chose them over Ripple. Yeah, I read that. I read that. So that would be cool. Why there's so many tokens though? But if you come back and it's at 2 cents, and suddenly it's at 50 cents, and maybe it has a slow growth like XRP back, but to get to 2 cents to 50 cents, that'd be quite a ride. Big Daddy Morshu, hey, greetings, beautiful people. Can Kadena be saved? Let's take a look at Kadena. I was looking at it earlier today because I do have a bag of it. I got a bag of I got too many bags of too many coins, and a lot of them are smaller bags too that I've been trying to grow over time. I guess I just wanted to go through that pain, this cycle of just I wanted to an experiment. Nice little breakout with a flag. If we want to look at that, we got enough touches to be valid. 3 touches on a trend line, make it valid. Hopefully we get a little bump and run here. So we start trying to climb back up to these bigger moving afternoons. That's the 800, 600, 360 up above to give us some resistance as we climb up at 40 cents and 42-ish. And it's a process to flip these little guys, but once you flip them, all the fun starts. You flip them to the downside here, so we're in the not so fun part. But they're starting to get closer together, so we're in the flipping area. We just want you to flip it. So this is a nice bottom zone. If we take a look at and zoom out on Kadena, where we topped here at December. Oh look, nailed it. That's some old stuff. Oh, never got up here. You suck, Road Dogg. Let's just pretend it never happened. All right. So from our high to swing low, tell me where price is going to go, and tell me just what the hell is going on. Yeah, everything's pointing right up here toward our magical Fibonacci, where it might take a while to get there. She might have some other levels in between, a little play, but 72 cents, that's a double up. So this is a great area right here, right? Take that same principle, apply it right here to this high. Right down there, and you got the juicy, sweet ass buy zone that you're in right now. You got 2 of them. So from here, I think one of the better targets to look for would be 53 cents. Although she might surprise, this isn't just jump right on up here to 64, of which I would not be too pissed about. And let's see, if we look at Kadena, and she can't get to those targets, 44, 73, or 95% gains, pretty good for anybody, any Kadena that's bought here at 36 cents. Now, if you've been holding from $1 and you still got a hole to climb out of, but she is starting to squeeze down, right? There's some resistance over here, so we see it at our first little trend line there, 42. That's going to be a hump to get over. And oh, I think that's what we were. I think this is what we're actually looking at on the smaller time range, right? So break out of this trend line, flag in there. Hopefully it will do it and not come back down to these areas to retest 34 cents. But we're so close to the bottom areas, man. 33 seems to be the lowest that she's been willing to go for most of this year. So hopefully, you know, you're at the bottoms and can make some good gains here. It's a great place to add to your bag if you want to play this one. I don't know what's going on with it or how well it will do during this market. I was hoping a lot more for it than what it's given me. But this is an opportunity to build the bags and try to take advantage of these plays as it goes up and take a little profit, buy some on the lows, and build the bag. Build the bag, baby. Great place to build one to moon bag. And when it doubles up, so I mean, if you were to enter, this is such a great place. And I'm not saying this is a perfect project to be in or anything like that, or it's going to have perfect results. It's going to have to do some stuff. But at 37 cents, you know, you get up to the 100% area, you double it, you get up here at 73%. You take your collateral out and you got a free bag of it, free and clear. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You free and clear bag. So if you bought like $1,000 of Cadena here, you get to take your $1,000 out at 73 cents, and if it goes to $2, that's all you got nothing in it. You just got free. You got a free windfall coming at some point during this market. So that's why I like to talk about when we call it swing trading and your midterm holds or whatever you want to call it. You're the ones you're going to hold toward the end of the year here. Your moon bags, right? The old moon bag strategy. Love it. It's great. And I got a whole wallet full of moon bags. I'm just sitting and waiting until that one day I'm like, hey, let's go cash these little suckers out. All right, I'm going to take a look at cake because, well, we looked at it recently, sometime in the last week or so, and I liked it, and I thought, she's getting kind of juicy. She's starting to get she's $3.70 from down here around $2.60, right? Went up a whole $1, man. Cake. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of cake. I got a little play on it. I used to have a bag of it, but I got out of that. But I did get I did do a perpetual futures play on it. So I've got one of these guys open. I kind of wish I'd held my bag, to be honest with you. I just got this through all this through here, and you're like, oh, what the cake gonna do? Yeah, you start getting that self-talk on your coins and doubting them or whatever, and when things are down on the downs, and you're like, yeah, you gotta try not to listen to that voice. But someone tells, oh, this one's not gonna do any good. Oh no, go ahead and take the money, put it over in something else, man. The faster horses, yeah, that's what they say, man. And eventually, when it does start taking off, you're like, oh, damn, I had some of that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Same principle here. Oh, sweet. $16 looks awesome for a longer term target there. She's not going there tomorrow. Ain't happening tomorrow, but longer term target. That one's beautiful. That one and 21. Really? And here is telling us from the highs of the last cycle to now that anywhere under 7 cents is your juicy buy zone, right? But of course, what we've had since last year when it peaked out at $5, we're clearing the 618. Are you seriously? Really? For reals? Looks like we're headed to 432. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are headed to 432. For a keke. Let me come down to the smaller time frames. What you got going on over here? Oh my gosh, did you for real? What's your pullback? Did you got the 0.5? No, you're 382. Okay. Yeah, we're looking right in this area too. Right, exactly through here. So I've got confluence for these areas, and I believe a little bonus one right up to here. So we got a good chance to come up in this range between 435 and maybe, if she gets a little antsy, a little excited, up to 457 on this. Flagging out above the 618 Fibonacci. I like that. We're establishing a new trend line here. We had one started way back here, right? It was going this way. Now we got our first deviation. She's trying to go parabolic, people. Trying to go parabolic. Why hell? 450 might not stop her. We might be working our way up there to eventually that $7 area. One hump, two hump. I can even see you. What are you? You're that. You're what are you? Oh, you're retest of that. You're the one line. You're the retest. It was a 572. Could you? I don't know if it can make it to 572 on this move. Right now, let's look and we'll just keep these targets in mind here. Let's see, what else have we got here? You got some bearish divergence starting to form there. So yeah, let's definitely kind of keep our eyes here at 435, 457 area. At least see that move kind of taking effect there. But nice trend line. If she breaks the trend line, you know that's when you need to make a decision. She breaks this trend line. And if we were watching on the smaller time frames, well, she's already broke that trend line, right? She's already broke this one, but it's a flag to the upside. Well, it can do a lot of things, like come back to this trend line before it ever goes to the upside. So we got to keep that idea. If he breaks a trend line, there's a equal opportunity. Oh no, you go down lower. Oh, well, you would be breaking that trend line. I hope you don't do that. Don't do no freaking double toppy tops on me. Currently, where she's at, she went up in 1272, right? So she should be getting a pullback, right? And if we were looking fib wise for where she should come back to, we'd probably be looking. Oh, you might just only come back here. This is the 0.5 353. You might get one. Might get a pullback there, the bottom trend line, if it wants to come down faster and heavier. But I'd also be looking about 362, see what happens around that area if it holds. And that might actually be the flag. If I were looking for a flag, that's the area I'd be looking for it to bounce from. If we are looking for that idea. Flag to the upside! Would be somewhere around 363. But I kind of like this guy right here. I like 350. If we can do it, the 50 moving average. We're losing the 21 right now. Flag to the upside's losing the 21. Oh no! That's gonna Bart Simpson down. 353. Let's catch it there. If it do. The flag though, I think it would be bouncing from here. Screw your 21. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us take a gander at Bitcoin and see what the hell are you doing now. Going to come back down to our tiny ass time frame here, and oh look, she didn't quite touch it. I'm pretty sure I put you over there. I'm pretty sure oh man, was it my fault? Oh, darn it, Road Dog, why are you being sloppy? Joe's saying something about a magnet tool, and I locked it in. If we nailed it, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, not really. Did it nail it? Oh snap! You basically did, because I still didn't get it perfectly on there. It looked like we just already nailed it once. Are you trying to do it again? So 360 moving average. This could be the. But I don't think so. Look at this. We're below the 200. I'm on the 6 minute time frame. Below that, we already had these moving averages crossed. It's the 50, the 21, and the 9, right? I gotta see us reclaim the 9 before I do anything, like take any kind of buy or something like that. I've got to see that you're going to reclaim and hold that 9. So that keeps me from being total degen. So I'm jumping in now. I got to start seeing some stuff, but I still see the flippening. We're starting to see all these moving averages roll over. Oh, this is not bad though. Support on the Lucy line. We're talking to the devil right here. The cloud's not giving me any love though. The cloud is not telling me anything that looks like we want to jump into it. If anything, the cloud is trying to say she wants to push us down. The cloud is the one that's barking the most on all these smaller time frames that I got, and even some of these bigger ones where we find ourselves in the middle of it, right? Which is not what we want, because normally it spits us out to the bottom of it. And so the cloud is making me feel kind of bearish, and so are the moving averages as they start to come onto each other and start to actually cross. That can give us some more push to the downside. So still, I'm looking at what happens here. So I would say we'll probably most likely come back down and retest this little dude, unless we just magically start breaking above the 9 and the 21 moving average and 360 and all this other stuff. She's trying. I give her something for trying. Come down to the 1 minute and see, just got slammed off of the 50 there. This is looking interesting, but can you make a higher low and go for it? So it's still just lower highs. Always that was a nice one. They come up and fake you out right here. If they don't touch my fib, I don't trust them little bastards. If they don't touch my fib, I don't trust them. And even if they do touch my fib, then I'm thinking, well, you're probably coming down. So, but if they do that, then I'm thinking, I've learned to think, oh, well, this is not an Adam and Eve. They might be trying to fake us out on that one. If they don't have enough to go up and touch my fib, how dare you? And that was a nice little fake out here on the little tiny 1 minute. If you're looking at that, you'd be looking, look, swing. But I guess it was short it. We made a good little short to come out and take that guy. And that's what it needed to do, right? And so we watch a slow possible rollover here on the 1 minute. Let's see what happens. We're at $124,300. $124,300 for Bitcoin. And we were like, what, 108, 109, sitting there going, oh my God, what's it going to do? Or 98,000's coming. People are screaming for it. It's not the possibility. It was on the table. But there were actually people, just declaring that. I'm like, man, I would never go out here and just put a thumbnail declaring that we're going to do this or do that or something stupid like that. That's just kind of crazy. Kind of shows you, oh, damn. How many times were you like just blatantly wrong with these big ass try just till you get that one that hit, so you say, see, I told you, we nailed it. Come join my group, sign up for my course, join our Discord or whatever, just to try to get that one goal. Kind of reminds me of BitBoy last cycle back in the day. That was, you kind of don't have that this cycle, where you got all these price predictions and things like that, and it's not just like a, hey man, I think that it can do here. It's more like, it's definitely going to do it. I know. I know this market. That's why you come here. You get all that bravado. He's a little bit more mellow now, and from what little I've seen of him, I don't even see him that much anymore. So here on the 15-minute for Bitcoin, you can see with our moving average strategy using the 5 moving averages, we lost that 100. So the good chance we'll come down and at least talk to that 200. So like we were looking at at the beginning of the show, is a pullback somewhere to the around 224,000. We're close. I still think we got a little bit more. But all eyes on the dotted line, which is the previous high. So far, it's holding us support. If we can maintain this, we are still in price discovery, and we could go for all-time high. We lose this guy, pretty good sign that we got a correction coming. So that's about as easy as I can make Bitcoin right now, as far as a strategy or something to watch. 124, 100 is, or 164, whatever that last wick was on the 15-minute. We'll go below it, no bueno. But that's, this could be, if you're trying to trade make a trade on this is not a bad time, right? Because you can put an extra. Oh, she's trying to get above the 9. I see a bear's cross there, though. I don't think it's going to work out, but it's a good place to try. I might even try this one. Because I seriously, I would put my stop loss like at 124, 118. If we dip below it, and I'm not talking like my full stop loss or my full stop. I'm not risking 5% of my account on it. More like, how much? Let's try it. I got $27,000. I'm going to throw in this thing right now. Boom. And I don't think it's going to play. But I'm playing the risk factor right now. That's kind of what I'm doing. It looks like a crappy setup. It's just going to go. I shouldn't have done that. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. I'm proving the point. Just about my stop loss will be like 124. I do a stop market. And I'm just giving away. I'm just giving them fees. 124, 105, and I'm getting my $20,000 back. Was it 20 or was it 27? It's 27. Yeah, you gotta get that back, baby. All right. So, and I'm willing. So let me explain what my thought process behind this. There's the bigger moving averages look good. The momentum's there. I'm on the 5-minute time frame. I normally go with the 6. Let me get the 6. The moving averages they're there, and we even got to bounce off of the one that I look for on my time frames, right? 360. We haven't got my trigger, so I did front run that little sucker. I mean, I can sit here and make an argument. Well, we got a breakout. Look, we got one candle close above it. Yeah, okay. I might be able to slide on that, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I kind of eyeballed it, but I look for that and a breakup above the 9. So I front ran this thing, but we're still so close to my stop loss. I mean, my stop loss is like right here. My stop loss is like tiny, because if it comes down past that candle, I'm like at 17%. I'm done. I mean, that idea is invalid, right? But if we don't, and we are finding support here, and we're still in price discovery, and we can work our way up through here, then I did okay. So I'm risking like just a few dollars to hopefully make more and not get stopped out. And if we pull this, my little first target area is going to be 124,645, and I am going to take some profit in there. So let me go ahead and so I'm setting my trade. This is what I do. This is how I do my stuff. And there's lots of different ways to approach it. So it's 645, right at that area where the 50 moving average is coming in. I expect that we will probably, and I'm doing this on spot margin, right? This is normally where I try to keep longer trades, but I'm going to make sure that I take a, how much have I got going up there? That is 25%. I believe this is 10x that I'm using. Well, that's really, well, it doesn't matter if it's on blah, blah, blah. It's not much, but at least if it comes up here, I'm taking profit, taking something there. That way, if it does come up here and then decides to roll over and stop me out, at least I won something on that trade, right? That's my thinking behind it, right? So I've got to take something there. So I'll probably take 10%, which would be about $2,700, right? At what was it? Well, I gotta put you in here. 124. I need to put this up on the screen, but I haven't done it. 124. 645. And yeah, 2,700. So I put my limit order there, and might front run it by $1. And so I got my first target in case we get there. If we don't get there, then I get stopped out for just a few dollars. If I do get there, then I get to take something, right? And I got another one right here, 124,948. Ooh, that's a good target. 124,928. Well, I might take a little bit more profit over there, considering, because we could still roll over and do some stuff, and might even be able to come back and get a juicier price. So I think I want to double up. 100 moving averages over there. Might be able to make it up there if we can get above the 200s. I doubt that we will even get up there from what I'm seeing here on this chart. But hey, man, my fib tells me that, hey, I can make some profit there, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to 124,948. I'm going to front run it a little bit by $10, 938, because I want to get it in. And I'm going to sell, what would double that be? I don't know, I'm going to sell about 5,500 right there. And then I want to see how it goes, because I don't want to sell everything just now. What if we go up to more high? Why is there not more there? Oh snap, did you? Whoa, I expected to have more there. Okay. Did you stop me out earlier? Is that what that was from? Okay. Anyway. All right. So, trying to figure out if I want to add any more while we're still so close to there, right? We're just a couple $100 away. She's trying. She's got some bullish divergence here. You're trying to get above the 9. You got above the 9. So that's my signal. Tis my signal. What you got on the 1 minute? What are you looking like over here? Yeah. You going to hold that one? You going to hold that 21? You going to bounce off of it? It don't look like you're going to bounce off of it. Don't look like you're going to bounce off of it, Bitcoin. Looks like you did a nice little rising wedge right there. All right, so I might be able to get you cheap. I'm really wondering if we're going to break that trend line tonight. So I'm debating whether if it comes back, if I want to buy some more. So if we're still in price discovery, then I'm trying to go hard down here. Is basically what I'm doing. But I want it to where if it goes against me, where I lose the least amount, where I can maximize what I put in, but lose, where I would hardly even notice it if I got stopped out. That's what I like. That's why I like to buy bottoms as close as I can to a bottom. Are you going to give me something closer down to the bottom, or are you going to turn around and do something? Come on. Come on down and get me here on this 1 minute Bitcoin chart. You can do it. Wow, I got some levels I'm going to look for you, baby. Oh, I really want to see you get down here. If you can get, can you give me this? Can you? Are you going to bounce off of that and be bullish? Oh my God, what are you going to do? Rising wedge should come back down close to where she started, right? If we go for our little standard technical analysis. Oh crap, I messed that up. However, it should come out roughly to about the 618, so I'm also looking there. And I'll take my measure move and kind of finesse you. Where'd you go, measure move? Right here? So we take that to the breakout and see it comes down to the 618. I wanted to show that before I did the 618, so you see how it works. The 618 is a shortcut for your wedges. I'm just, in case you didn't know that, there's some alpha for you. For your measure moves. It works beautiful. So you don't even have to take your measure moves anymore. You just look for a 618. I'm just telling you. Works a much of the time. You'll see that confluence. Come on, baby. Come on. But the question is, will it hold here at the 618? All right, well, we come on down to my little lower one. Because I don't want to spend that much money and still have my stop loss in here. Was it one? Because if you go for a lower low, and here's another idea. What, you would be breaking that trend line, but it could still do that in price discovery, though. It could get nasty here. A stop loss below the 113 right here, or the 272, that would be a safer option. So if I go with $2,400, which is just 100 snappage. So I shouldn't just front run you. Oh, I gotta get set up. Let me go borrow money. I'm gonna try 25,000 again. Did you bounce? Are you bouncing? Are you bouncing? Don't you go without me. Don't you go without me. All right, my stop loss is $100 away. For $25,000. You did good, didn't right? Why? Wait a minute. Whoa, what the hell happened here? Wait a minute. Are you just not showing up? Is that what it is? You just hadn't calculated it yet? Because there should be more Bitcoin purchased, right? Or did you? Oh, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. Okay, I got you now. So right around 240 is where I got you. Okay. They didn't take it. All right, so my stop loss, I'm still going to have one. I'm going to do it right down here at 1. So if I lose, I will lose like 0.15%, okay? So, and we bounced off our 618, our measured move from this guy. That's what we're hoping that it sticks. She can do other stuff, right? But that's what we're looking for, right? Or what I'm looking for, right? Don't you cross bearish, man. That's a death cross. Don't give us a death cross. No death crosses. Maybe I should put my stop loss right here, but you'll get stopped out right now. You coming down here, aren't you, you little bastard? Sneaky bastard. Oh, stop loss. Get my stop loss. Don't forget that stop loss. Gotta get the stop loss and place it now. Stop loss me. Don't. Stop market. Gotcha. 124. Oh man, I think they're going to break through this thing. I do. Looking at the orders that we got here, there's not much there at that level. I'm going to go 24,090.88. Just a few dollars behind mine because I see how many. Oh, now it's starting to climb. Now it's gone. No, now it's climbing. Okay, so there's orders starting to come in. There's some support starting to come. I'm looking at the volume on it. Oh, this is. How much did I put? 25,000, right? So I gotta get my stop losses in place in case whatever happens, and leave them there until we get away from here. So I think I'll just put about 50,000 in. I got like 0.62 Bitcoin there right now, and let's see if we can. I'd like to try to get 3/4. I don't think I can get more than 3/4 of a Bitcoin at the moment with what I've got over there, and before I max out my chances and everything. And I try to do it, and the times I get it, it doesn't. I end up having to get stopped out or something. It doesn't let me. I can't seem to hold it too well for that. For the long move, I'm trying to catch if we are going to get our higher high. So this is my best opportunity right through here to try to accumulate right through here. And seriously, we dropped below our lows over here, and where we retested our last high, and I gave it just a little bit of wiggle room. I actually went right down here. I'm also looking at the fibs, right? Because I know if she comes down here, she can come to a 272 and she could wick right back up, right? She can come to 140, she can come anywhere through here. So I went just a little lower on my second one. I probably should have done it on the first one too. The one I got really, really close. Because it now looks like she's trying to come down to the 786. So she met the measure move, caught something, didn't hold though, right? And now we might start looking toward the bottom of this. Are you going to 886 us? I wouldn't expect an 886. Well, you're expecting it to break this. So the question is, are we going to hold this level? Continue price discovery? Or are these moving averages that on the smaller time frames that are telling us that we're bearish, are they going to play out? Is it just the smaller time frames that are bearish? Turn around for me, baby. So going back to see this diagonal trend line, is it being support? What are you going through? I'm on the 10-second. Oh, I'm on the 10-second chart. I'm on the 10-second. I'm sorry, I got total degen right there. My bad, 28 people. I said, what the hell am I watching? Why are you going to 10-second? We were doing it on the 10-second. So thickening cloud on the 1 minute. I'm just down in the nitty gritty. So I'm looking at the bigger picture coming down, and this is the play I see. If we can hold this area, if I can hold it, turning around, and come back to the 6 minute. All right, take the fibs off. We got our targets in and everything. Hopefully she can. One of the reasons why I'm trying to play the 100 hasn't crossed. We haven't got a total flipping in here of the smaller moving average, the ones under the 200, but the bigger ones are good. The bigger ones are solid. And even if we come down to test in at 123, I mean, there's a chance that we could still kind of recover from there too if we had to, but we don't need to break any trend lines, right? And if we do lose, I would be looking at the bottom of this trend line for another place that we might bounce, right? At 123.8, we might go down there. Hopefully not any further. If we do, then we are looking at this being a double top situation. That'd be verified if we get past 122. Or go lower, then we might have a double top, and that is one of our lower targets. If this is not our top, or if this is our top, then we're going to do a correction. That's one of the first places I'm going to be looking. But we might just be still working our way up, right? This thing could be, even though when we first came to the show, when we went over the targets of the ABC play, it should be reversing here. So we're up and up, right? Which is it going to be? I could see a scenario for both, so I'm trying to play both. All right, I feel like I'm just talking up a storm over crap over Bitcoin. Let's come back down to the charts here. Bark at the moon. Wag to the pup side. Hey, there's me, Damien. Hey, how's it going, me, Damien? I gave you a shout out earlier, and your YouTube channel and everything there. I'm waiting for selling pressure to die down on the 1 hour MACD to long Bitcoin. Man, the MACD is I don't know what's wrong with her, but she's lying. I've not seen her live before, but the weekly, that's the first time I've ever seen her pull this, where we go to an all-time high after she went bearish on the weekly. And then I'm looking over here, what time frame was it? She flipped bearish. Normally if she flips bearish, she's pretty decent about it, right? She got that one. But I was on one, she flipped bearish and we went up, and I'm like, MACD? And they lay off that fentanyl or whatever the hell it is you're doing. It's frying your brain. You losing that 50 moving average. Don't you lose that 50 moving average. Don't you do it. You jump back up there. Jump back up there. As much as I would like for us to bounce off of this area, I'm kind of doubting that we will. To me, this is like a Hail Mary play right here. Very tight. You going to stop me out? You going to come down here? Where are you at, 200? I'm on the 15-minute. You just right below where I got my stop loss. Don't do this to me. Don't do that to me. Don't make me second guess my stop loss. This doesn't look nice. We're back on the 1 minute. It was looking good until we didn't get in it. Now that does not look good. All right, well, we might be ready to lose our price discovery and go into, our lower lows. Maybe. She's not confirmed yet. We're just guessing. We're speculating right now. We're at 886 fib area right now. You going to bounce? You need to. I don't see a reason for you to quite yet, but you need to. You want Bitcoin? Do something. Do something. Bounce for me, baby. Give me a big old double bottom here. I'll give you a big old juicy kiss. Don't hold that against me. My God, are we seriously doing this? I'm on the 10-second chart again. You lost the 9 moving average. I think. Well, you haven't got to 100 yet. You haven't got here yet. You got bullish divergence over here on this tiny 10-second chart. Are you trying to do something over here? All right, so I don't know. I don't know if she's going to bounce from this area or not. There's some things that look like she can, but it'd be kind of weak right now. Like it probably wouldn't pick up until tomorrow or something, right? Or maybe later on, late in the night. Asia is not really pushing this. Asia's kind of selling off. Looks like maybe the UK would be the ones that would come in and set the scene for the US and all that good stuff. I don't know. So the trend line, the little dotted line, it can break below that and come back up and reclaim that. I wouldn't expect to break down that much. We still got a trend line down here. We got that idea. So there's still some areas that we can bounce and still get back into our price discovery. I'll say that. But it would also be cool to bounce from here. Toshi, that was on my list to look at tonight too. Let's take a look at Toshi. She was doing pretty good. Now she's starting to come on the 15 minute. She's coming down on that 15 minute. This little local trend line looks like she's, well, she was probably going to break it, but yeah, look like you're breaking it now. There was this guy that could have helped you kind of navigate that. Trend line strategies, I like trend lines. It deviated, right? It deviated. Formed this new trend line and then it broke out, and that's the point. You gotta make a decision what to do, because usually they go down, or that's the thought. Now sometimes they do like this, go sideways, sometimes they ride up. But usually that means your trend is suffering. When you break the trend line, that trend is technically over. It just might take it a minute to die down. And there can be other ones that it tests, and it looks like if I got that in drawn right, it lost that. It could reclaim it, but most likely coming down to a bigger trend line here on the tiny 5-minute chart, which would be right down here. Somewhere about, what is this, 0.00089, about the 9 area. We're at 921. Got up here, lower high, that's concerning. Could be doing that little top pattern that I don't like. Tell me you're not. Let's go to a bigger time frame. How about that? Let's get off the small ass time frame. How about that idea? That sounds smart. I'm on the 2 hour. That's a nice come up, nice rounded shape there for Toshi. She's probably around the 618, looks like. Did you nail it? No, you haven't. You're at the 0.5. Above it. See if we can get here. Now, is this where where were your highs? So you've been higher before. Where was it? It was really good. You got up to 0.002 Toshi. Back in January? Did I take profit there? I hope to gosh I did. So we're doing pretty good for Toshi. It's making higher highs. Some nice little channel idea that's in. Because they'll fibs off so we can see it. So, and then bigger target right over here at 0.001, that area. I think we got a chance to make it up there. Nice, nice. Double bottom on Mina possibly playing out. Mina Protocol. Is it on the daily? Haven't looked at this one in a minute. Nice. Don't know that. Still see a little lower possible target there. So, hello, Mina. How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Is that my? Oh, that's my box. That's my box. I thought I had a line down there. I thought, did we get it? Moving averages, the bigger ones. That's a good area right there. What was it? 57 cents. That's not bad. It's about a 3x from here. Yeah. Well, you cut through. You're going to be resistance, aren't you? All right. And this was March 2024. We got that one. So this is on the daily, and I kind of see, you know, a falling wedge kind of thing over here. It's probably a double bottom idea, trying on the smaller time frame. But you can see this kind of guy, and that's a nice start for us to do for a bottom area. And what we might be able to see for a little while was like a bigger double bottom kind of idea start to play out here as we come down and come back, and then we start squeezing, and then we start the expansion phase. And we're trying to round out a little bit, which I hope that we are. And it looks like it's been trying to round a little bit from way. Oh, well, you sucked to show it, didn't you? What have you got going on from way back here? See that? That, I like that. That I like, and you're really close to that. And so, yeah, you should be really close to bottom right now. 4-hour moving averages, not quite ready to flip over and go bullish, but they're working on it, right? Above the 200 move, no, not above the 200 yet. Above the 100, 50 getting ready to cross it. That's cool. And I guess this is probably the double bottom you're looking at, that being the butt crack right there. And this would be the bottom of the butt cheek. And so I believe that's what Damien's seeing right there. And that is also at our 618 area too. which makes it a great little target. And so I would think that I can infer that we are working on a double bottom here. 25 cents looks like a good target. Looks like a juicy target. So does 21 cents, by the way. As soon as we get over a little juicy buy zone below 18 cents here. Why are my yellow? My numbers are yellow now. Okay. So got resistance right here. That's what we're working ourselves through. Trying to overcome this little guy of resistance there. Does it have any divergence going? Yeah, I got some here. So it looks like she's going to struggle, and they usually do for a little while until the accumulation is complete, and then we start pumping a little bit. So nice. So falling wedge does have a 68% chance to break to the upside. That's actually accurate. If you they just started taking that in the old trading group there and applying it to every pattern, and then they started saying all the patterns break up 68%. That's why you hear that the regurgitation of misinformation there. My take is if you don't have a solid percentage on what they break out, then you shouldn't be saying it. Or if you do say it, you can say in my opinion. But you'll hear some people out there blatantly call every pattern 68% chance this breaks to the upside, 68% chance this breaks to the downside. And I'm like, those guys are, they're regurgitating. They may not be trying to be, they may be trying to be helpful, but they're not giving you truth, right? Or accurate information. And when you got your money behind it, you want to lean more toward that, in my personal opinion. So having solid data. And I guess I'm going to plug Bukowski's site down here. I hope he gets some traffic from our channel. I know some of you guys have probably bought it. I think some of you guys have bought his encyclopedia. There's also some free versions over there. If you go to that free drive, was it freedrive.com? I got to show you this. Or here's an easier way. You come over to the Telegram group. Go over to, this is the easiest way. Go over to chart room. I know it's over here into the student area. Show you what I'm talking about, student charts. If you're new here, you're not part of this, or you've been part of it and you didn't know this was here. Do you know you go to the things over your student charts and where it has files? This is the beauty of my Telegram. It's not so much that charts are being posted over there. It's just that I've got a wealth of sources of educational material over here. That's the biggest thing that I did over here. And I've got all the trading books that you could ever need for free. I've got all the free information over here in a free group. But there is one I got swing trading for dummies right here, right? Here's the book. Encyclopedia, you can get it, and then you can double click it. And then you got a copy of like $100 book right here. Encyclopedia, or you can just go to thepatternSite.com. But yeah, you need educational materials. I got you, baby. And if you really want to learn, this is, it's just like in school. You got to do a little bit of study. You want to wrap your head around it. I got the Trading Bible, Candlesticks, Fibonacci, and Chart Patterns. This is by Robert. I haven't read this one. I have not read this one. A synergistic strategy to enhance profits and reduce risk. Candlesticks, Fibonacci, and chart pattern trading tools. Huh. I gotta take a look at this. What is it? The magic formula. You got a magic formula? They got a magic formula. They got a magic formula. I saw it somewhere. Where'd it go? Trading psychology and investor behavior. That's a good start. Good place to start. Let's see what you look like. The magic figure 3. They got a magic figure 3. Oh my God. Tell me it's not true. It's real. Basic principles of trading strategies. Fibonacci analysis, candlestick analysis, chart pattern analysis, trend line. Oh, hell, I should use this for videos. And application of trading strategy. This looks decent. 3-point chart patterns, candlestick chart pattern. I'm not into that so much. Fibonacci price corrections, extensions. I need to take a look at this one. This one looks interesting. Phi ellipsis, basic features and parameters of the phi ellipsis. That sounds like some stuff that I don't know about yet. Fibonacci correction levels, price extensions. So the education's there. You just gotta spend some time and do it. And then hopefully, you know, and then you hang here what I've learned and everything. I do try to explain it and show the base and the things I do over in the member section there of the YouTube channel, the $3 membership. I put some videos over there sometimes. I haven't done it in a while. I've got plans for some coming though. Let's see if we can get back over here to our chart because that's what we're looking at. Oh my God, Bitcoin, did you kill me yet or did you bounce? Did you stop me out or are we bouncing? What happened, Bitcoin? You got to tell me. I got to. Did you stop me out? We bounced off the line, and not only did we bounce off the dotted line. This is the point in the game where we come and say, "Nailed it!" That's for the algorithm, and now we just made a higher high. That's what we want to see. We just made a double bottom here. We just made a W pattern here. We're still in price discovery. That's the answer for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta put on something not red now, because so far we've just proven that we're holding our previous all-time high level. We're still in price discovery. Bitcoin, are you gonna go for a new all-time high now? Because that is on the table now. It's on the table. It's still on the table. Until we kill this little guy with some lower lows, and we still got a lower. Technically, that's a lower low end, but we got our higher high here, right? Cross our fingers. It's going to hold. We got to. We got to do a thing here for the YouTube algorithm. I forgot. My bad. Is that you? Oh man, you lost it. You lost it. Boom. All right, so, and I actually played this little guy. Let's take him and put him over into the vanity wall. BTC 1 minute chart. Nailed it! All right, so got that posted over there, and hopefully that will stick, man. We're up at our next trend line at resistance here. Are you going to go through? Going to go through? Going to touch the 200? I need to get off the 1 minute chart because this is just too stupid. They have flipped. They have officially the 1 minute chart moving averages have officially now flipped bearish. Okay, I don't see how this plays out good, but I'm rolling with it. And I'm just waiting for my little price targets to hit. We already got them set, and hopefully they will get hit, right? And it wasn't too far away. I forgot where it was. Oh, I can't see because all this silly nail it stuff over here. There's still a chance that she will make a lower high and then break through there. So I can't get all giddy and egotistical and sit here and it's like, yeah, join my group. But I can, because if you want to join the OnlyFans footsie group and you want my naked feet to point at individual Bitcoin prices on your personal charts, $2,400.99. Oh, it's $2,499 a month. That's all you gotta play. You guys in Dubai, love you. Anyway, swing high to swing low. Oh man, that target's gonna take forever, dude. I can't wait. I'm not patient enough. Let's sell now. Can you do it? Can you do it? You got to do it. You needs to do it, baby. Bitcoin. Can you... What happened there? Can you get up to 124.6 for me, Bitcoin? Did I screw this up again? What the hell? Can you get up to 124.9 Bitcoin? I hope so. Because you got to undo the screwage that just now. The majority of it flipped over here, and then the last little bit when Lucy finally, that's Lucy, she's underneath the 800. She don't like to be on the bottom. She always likes to be on the top. No, she loves being on top. I don't know how this is going to end, folks. We might have to go up and talk to Miss Lucy there, and I'm not going to be mad about it at all. I hope we do. After that, I don't know. We might lose this area. It might be coming down. We might still be in a correction. Don't know. It all depends on what we do with this little guy right now. But right now, he made a nice little bottom and support right there. Technically, we've flipped the previous high into support. Cross our fingers that it holds, and Bitcoin can go up, and hopefully altcoins can be happy. 20 people are hanging out. Sorry, I got kind of crazy over there on Bitcoin. Let me come back to the chat. Glittery Marshmallow says crowdfunded earned in resources. Thank you so much, Glittery Marshmallow. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your support. There we go. Takes him a minute. Dog with hoodie. Hopefully Bitcoin bumps before bed. Hopefully we can knock out a higher high here. We need to get past this guy right here. Good ass coffee, says Haven Peck. Woohoo! Our XRP's forming a cup and handle. Let's take a look at XRP's. Get off Bitcoin for a minute. And how long have we been going? Oh man, we already hit 2 hours. That's crazy. Are you talking local? I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, I can see what you'd be calling a cup and handle. I just see it as a bigger thing, like more like a W pattern that we started over here after we lost that M. Kind of all through here, this area right through here. It's a little too pointed for me to call it a cup and handy, but a lot of people are doing that. How I look at it is more like this. That, and retesting that breakout of this. But because if you study cup and handles, the nice slow rounding. I mean, the rounding is really important, and you see it. We see rounded bottoms, right? That's the kind of rounding we want. Spiky ones are kind of recommended to be avoided, but I mean, the thing with pattern trading is, I mean, it almost gets to the point of Elliott wave, where you get two people arguing with each other about what they see. As long as you got 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other, you got a valid pattern. The only thing is with cup and handles, you can't really say that, right? So a lot of people would wonder where they learned this. Could it be the cup and handle person? They haven't been. They finally got off that kick. It was they just made cup and handles a meme at some point because they did a lot that clearly weren't. It could. I mean, a lot of people do play it that way, but I just trying to point out what I've learned. And okay, it could also be a lot of people be looking at it as a flag to the upside for that. If you were doing the cup and handle, now this guy, this little guy right here, has a 70%, I believe, wasn't it? 72% chance to break to the upside. 72% chance to continue this move on up to the upside. And look, it's just a big old flag on the 2 hour. There's a shoulder heading. I can't do that. You might be able to make an argument. I guess you could make an argument maybe for that one because price came down into it. But I look for bottom reversals for inverted head and shoulder. I don't consider this to be a bottom reversal. I just consider this to be a continuation pattern. And maybe I'm. I don't think I'm being too picky. I'm just trying to be accurate with what I've learned, rather than trying to force things and apply things that don't really matter, or not, or apply them incorrectly. Technically, we see a deviation right here. What are we looking at? XRP? We're looking at XRP. So, and you might have been talking about a bigger cup and handle. You might have been talking about this. Now, okay, so I zoomed out to the 4 hour. So we were looking there. And then you got this, all this stuff. Let me get my stuff, huh? Could that be? That one's kind of spiky. And Bukowski and O'Neill both kind of recommend against spiky. But technically, you got price rising into it. That's one of my things for cup and handle. And even though it's spiky, and you do have a nice little handle form in there, it's within range. So yeah, and measure move for this little guy, which I think we might have done before. So whether you look at it, here's the thing: whether you look at it as a cup and handle, or just this zone, just a box. And you might want to go all the way to the bottom, or just go where you got most of your touches there, or here's a wick and then some bodies over here. So I'd probably do like this. And the cool thing about these channel ideas is that they have a measure move too, just like a cup and handle. So a cup and handle would fall into the little box category, and your measure moves are taking you to $5 and $5.25 right there. What was this from? This was, let me go with you. This is an AB equals CD, which is kind of like a flag. A flag, you would be, it's similar, but a flag, you would be taking this pole from where you take it and putting it to the breakout. This, I'm taking the whole brunt of the move. See, the flagpole went from right where the impulse move started. From this, we did that right. Is that what we did? Yeah. I'm going down to the very bottom wick right there, and then I'm putting it here. And it was like a fib area right there. Get our 1-to-1. So I see about 450 being a nice little target. On the 4 hour, what was that? Was that measure move? Measure move takes us to the top of the channel over here on that one. 346. Let's get rid of the little box so we can see what's going on. So lots of different ways to look at it, right? Some people will be seeing a falling wedgie. 68% chance it breaks it up. Some people will be seeing a flag. Some people will be seeing the inverted head and shoulders. The bigger cup and handle idea, or just you know, I kind of like, still kind of like the falling broadening for that trend line. Trend line's the biggest thing. Breaking above the trend line, that was the best place to get it, right? Or a great place to enter for 231. So hopefully, XRP, man, can you just get above 313? Because I'm underwater under $3.13. Okay, I have been for a long time. I can't seem to you won't give me a chance to get out of my 313 lock-in, and I'm kind of peeved about it. Ladies and gentlemen, 16 people, I think it's about time to go to bed tonight. Let's see. Meet Demi says, I asked Crypto Lifer when he oh, you what now? I asked Crypto Lifer where he got the 68% number from, and he says statistically that's what happens when you backtest strategies. And I said, where are those statistics? And he didn't have no, he doesn't. He doesn't. And although he claims to be a math guy, you can tell he's not a math guy. He's about as much of a math guy as I am, and I'm not a math guy. I'm not. You got numbers peoples, and then you have people like me that didn't need to write it down and use calculators. So yeah, he got it from the trading group because our mentor Chris Richards would say, Less pattern has a chance to break to the upside 68% of the time. And rounded bottoms pay the bills. Those are the two phrases they got from our old mentor, Chris. That while Chris was alive and had his trading group, it was competition, so Lifer never would mention him. He would talk about mentor, but they never mentioned either. Both of them did it. They would talk about, I'm in a trading group or something like that, and Chris would say, we've got people here that have YouTube channels, but they would never tell who they were. They would never show their, like, my mentor would never go to somebody and say, this is somebody in our trading group right here. This, he would never do that. And you won't ever see Lifer say, well, this is my mentor over here. No, because it takes away from the bottom dollar that come to their pockets right there. The trading group, if you have a paid trading group, that's a very lucrative business. A very lucrative business. Make me wonder, why don't I have one? Why don't I? I want to do NFTs. I think you should. I don't like subscription fees. I don't. That's bullshit. $99 a month, and it's just a community, people. It's just a community, kind of like what our Telegram group is. It just has a lot more people talking. But as far as alpha that you would get from one of those, you don't get very much alpha from these. That's been my experience. You don't get very much alpha from there, and they don't like to give you sources and tell you where they learn things and secrets, and a lot of times they can't. And I don't know. I'm trying not to get on that kick. 21 people are hanging out, and I'm sitting here trying to wind down the stream here. R.S. Miller says, I don't know if I will be able to sleep tonight because these charts look too good to be true. It's nice. It's nice. How's altcoins looking over here now? Since big. Oh, CoAI. I meant to look at that one. Oh, well, this is. Well, if you need a Tangem wallet, save 10%. I was trying to go over here. COAI. I don't know, mix. Chain Opera. So Tokenmetrics also was mentioned in this one too as being trending, and it is. Nice bump. So it was 43 cents. Oh my gosh, what did this one do? 600%. Okay, let's talk about this for a moment, okay? Because we zoomed out, it looked like it was basically kind of flat, right? It wasn't doing much. But you know, when you read the masters and everything, they talk about when things are rounding, which is kind of is, but it's also flat. And also when things are level out and flat, those are some of the best places to get in, build positions on bottoms, right? And those are things you look at. Flat bottoms are good for busting up, and rounded ones bust up. I think I consider this one more flat, especially when I was zooming out here. But when you zoom in, you can kind of see some things. So she was actually angling up a little bit. She was rounding, she was curving right here, if you can see it, and angling up. Nice. So now what are you going to do? Well, one thing you could do is take the actual impulse move and look for the 0.5 area. So you got that. I like to take the whole fib, the whole move into account myself, and I like do I think that it's going to catch here? I guess that's the question. A big move like that, man, I wouldn't be surprised you come back down, and I mean, you got support here at the 886. I'm just saying, your 50 moving average is down there. 21 is coming in right at my 50 on the bigger pool, not the impulse pool. But the impulse pool could be a place where it bounces, but I think I would be looking. I would first look at the 9 moving average area if it catches here about 167. Honestly, man, I mean, you can say 80 cents, but in the end, when it finally all settles in, I think we might be with 786. I'd be looking somewhere in this area, somewhere in 68 cents after it's all said and done and comes back. And that might be a good chance to get in it. Tokenmetrics was talking about this one too, and it's one that I think that they played. Was it over here? Was it Arthur Investor Coin, or was it not over here? Huh, okay. Maybe that's the one I thought I saw it over here. I know it was up here earlier as trending, I thought. Right now, M&T's trending, Pingu and Swee are trending. Let's see what Swee's doing real quick. Swee's hanging around 364. We got 1 level, 2 level. We should be able to get 1 more level out of this, I would hope. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She may be. Are you working on a correction? Yeah. So we're trying to put our 5th wave in. Could go higher, or could go sideways, or it could go down. That don't tell me nothing. Nice little bullish cross trying to happen. Was it this 4 hour? Above the 9. I can't say anything about it bad if it's above the 9. Basically, I just like to draw me a trend line. And that's how I look at it. I can see that we might be a pullback. I see 354 out of this one again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin here on the tiny 1 minute and see how she's doing on the trade, because I just put 50,000 in over here with a tight ass stop loss of about 0.13% below, because I wasn't about to lose any of that on this little play here. And we got paid. There's our first target. And sorry to put you through this, but what do we do here on this? Try to do here on this show. And sometimes it works like a chart. Fibs, I'm just telling you, Fibonacci's. It's the shizzle. It will change your life. It will change your life. All right, so copy of that, and we'll take this over to our little vanity wall again, and profit taken in town. All right, so there we go. Nailed it. And now what? Well, hopefully we will maintain this 200 moving average. So I'd be looking for a 382 Fibonacci here. I go from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy, and magically it comes in at the 200 moving average. Isn't that awesome? So we will probably lose that 21. Although it's interesting to see it's at the 236. Now, there are some times when we can make a flag and bounce off of here and have some very nice big gains, but it's not the norm. It's not the usual. I don't know if we're that bullish now, but if it does happen, just take it as a sign of bullishness in the market. That's how I read it when we get those things, but that's not the norm to happen, so I'm not really looking for it. If it does, that's great, but not really looking for that. Not seriously looking for it. Although trendline, what are you? No, you go above, don't you? Or below you. Now we got some resistance coming up. Oh snap! Are you going to do it? It can look like it's going to, but you can eventually end up down there, right? But you gotta watch it, right? We're on the 1 minute, by the way. This is the 1 minute time frame. Don't get too crazy or get too excited. Stuff can. This is like I don't know. It's like zooming in on a grain of sand when you're at the beach and you're like, oh wow, this is what the beach is about. No, the beach is, there's a lot more that can happen and go on here. But that's a nice little. Are you going to bounce from here for real? If you do, you got to touch it. You're going to touch it. Come and touch it. You know you want to touch it. If you do, we're looking at 125, just a little over 125. I will be shocked if it does. Ichimoku cloud over here is getting kind of thick. I think we got a good chance to come down. It just looks like this for a while, but if she does make a higher high, the easiest way to explain what I'm trying to say here, if this do be a flag and she does get a breakout, okay, it could just be ranging here and come down and make a much bigger formation. That's usually what we see happen. That's the norm, right? But she has not lost the 21 moving average yet. Got to do that first. Are you trying to do that now? This is where I go down to a smaller time frame and see what it's talking about. And it's saying, yeah. See, I come down to the 10-second when I need some more opinion to get the juicy gossip. I'm down at the 10-second chart, and she's suggesting a rollover here that we'll probably hit this. We'll probably lose this guy. We could come down here and bounce, but 200. We lost the 100 5-moving average strategy. We kicked that in. We're below we went through the green cloud. We're below the spindly red one. That's a bearish sign here on this 10-second chart, right? 9 just crossed the 21. That's technically bearish. 50. So it's got rollover, but man, can things switch on a dime on the 10-second chart? It's crazy, right? So I think we got a few seconds to see you play. Can we do it? We might even go listen to some music on the way. Here's something bullish on the 10-second. You see the 360 crossing over the bigger guys, the red one and the orange one, 600 and 800. That's good. 200's already done it, so she's still bullish. Oh my God, you might actually make this happen. So trend line, what we do is draw a trend line, and if we do get the breakout, then we possibly got to play here. You're looking like you're on the rollover, and now you're trying to look like you want to break out. I think the rollover will win. My guess is that the rollover will win, even though it's looking bullish AF, like she wants to just break out and go to the upside. It can entice you to go, I'm going to front run it. I'm going to get in now. You're above the 9. But it gives it up really quick on the 10-second, right? Let's see what you do here. I'm curious now. Ichimoku Cloud don't like you. I'm just telling you how it is, Bitcoin. She don't think you got it in you. You can try to prove her wrong. I mean, you dipped below the 100, man. What'd you do that for? It had your back for so long, and you just turned your back on it. It was unkind, Bitcoin. You trying to break out? You trying to get above the 21? And we're at the 50. You got the possible breakout. It's not the. It looks like we got a breakout. Oh my God. Are we going to do this? We might be doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We might be doing it. Can you get past the 0.5? That's what I need to see. Can you get past the point? Look, shoulder heading. Can you get past the 0.5? That's a 124.6. Yeah, because that would be a higher high here for one thing. And if you got past it, and no, she got rejected at the 382, and that is a lower low so far. And instead, oh, you did actually cross though. I thought that 9 was going to roll over. It can still do it, but technically it's kind of crossing. It did cross. Now that's kind of bullish. We might recover that back. And we might have to touch 21 before we do, but we could still recover that back. The 9 over the 50 tells me we could still go back. That could be a scenario where we do a bump and run, where we come down to this and bump up. But we get enough momentum. Now we closed the candle below the 21, so that might be enough to make the 9 cross the 50, and that can give us another push down when we're back inside the pattern. And you didn't do what you needed. You didn't make your higher high that you should have done after you made your higher low. So chances are there could be another lower low from this. I'm just got to break past into this trend line again. What are you doing? Why are you leveling out? 9 over the 21. Now that crossed, and that's bearish. Okay, so we should probably get a push down. I don't expect it to stick here unless you're going to make me look stupid. But a trend line, she can bounce here, but she should break through. Oh, you're going to bounce. No, you're not. Ah, you did. See, it happens so quick here on the 10-second chart. Just stupid that way. And so we should be working on our lower low now. And here's what the Ichimoku Cloud starts telling us. Yeah, I'm going to give you some pressure to sell now. Hey, don't come down too much. I got a stop limit and all that. We're trying to get you to go up. We're looking for this guy. But you're, oh man, we still haven't got past this one here. It should not hold. It should not hold. But if it do, That should be a bull trap, but will it be? You nasty Bitcoin, you nasty. Look at you. You doing all that nastiness. You playing games with people's heads. All right, so wow, this 236 is starting to gain some traction here. The 200 starting to come up, so now we're starting to get our range. Now, by the time the 200 gets up here, I think that we will have our decision in. My prediction is that we will test this 200, and then it will make up its mind at that point. We bounce off the 200. Chances are the sucker's getting ready to go up more. Break it, and then we're looking for lower, maybe even lower than what I got here. So we're looking for a higher high. Do we have it? She's trying to go for it. So at this point in the game, what do you do with the trend line? Do you change it? You can. I mean, this line will still always hold its weight, but you could look at it this way. Now we got another little breakout. This is one idea. Oh, you're doing it. I'm just gonna put you back where we had you. Are we making a higher high? Or are you just playing with our emotions? I'm trying to make some kind of W pattern here. She did not, as of yet, make that higher high. She got rejected off the 100 moving average. And now the 9 support, so we're playing between those two. See which one gives up, which one gives out first, the 9 or the 100. Since the 21 is below the 50, I would be betting on that the 9 would give it up first, because that had some weight to it. I'm kind of teaching you the 5 moving average strategy as we're going through this too, or going over it anyway. So test the 21 from the 9, see if that holds. It did not. Well, we gotta wait for another candle. Lost the 50 for the open. So down we go. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So are you gonna break it this time? Are we finally? Oh, look, the 200 is coming up. Man, I don't know. We might be holding this guy. We might be holding this level. That's crazy. That'd be extremely bullish if it holds this level. If we get a successful bounce off this level, that's going to be bullish. And I'm here on the 10-second chart. Oh my gosh. But still, we're looking at levels. Ichimoku cloud is not happy though. That's not what we want to see over here. We want to see a big thick cloud. That's when we're getting ready to try to do something to start going into it. This is just sell pressure for that. Just makes sense for more lower lows. And lower lows we get. Breaking our 113. Broken our 200 moving average here on the 10-second. It's a wrap, baby. Now we know which way that she wants to go. And there we go. This is what it's like on any time frame. It just happens faster on the 10-second, but everything still happens the same way. The same fib areas, the same trend lines, the same moving averages. Everything works the same, just a lot faster, a lot quicker. And so now we gotta see what happens here. But will it? That big move, remember Charles Dow theory, we don't want to forget about that. Big impulse move. This is where I'm looking for a flag to bounce from here. And that could. We might come down and might consolidate through here. That would be a good sign. However, there's also, this is such a strong move. Charles Dow, the 50 Fibonacci. Notice I did not mention the 618. I am not looking for a 618. You still hear that. And there's a place for it, but just not here. I colored you wrong, didn't I? Oh man, you still got a chance to fake us out here with that 100 until the 100 until we get some more closes. 21 just now went under. We're just crossing over the 200. She's still going to try to fake people out and still try to roll over. It can get kind of wild looking, breaking above trend lines and stuff. But it's where the moving averages are very helpful in my opinion. We are 2 hours and 33 minutes in. Nobody's going to want to watch the stream at all. At this point in the game, you can just go ahead and connect your dots. Now you got two touches on your line, adding some weight to that idea. Oh, look, 50 coming in on the 200. Big old Ichimoku cloud threatening to slap us down lower areas. 100 there to catch us. It's gonna be fun and exciting. If I had to guess, I would say we'd probably retest a breakout area or a trend line area somewhere through here. But overall, even on the smaller time frames, the ribbon has flipped, so we're starting to see a bearishness rollover on the smaller time frames, right? Starting to carry into the bigger ones here a little bit. But hopefully 124. Man, let me get these targets off of here. That's too many damn targets. Getting on the 1 minute time frame and stuff. All right, so when you zoom out to where I normally watch things happen, we're just coming down to retest a non-moving average here at this little 382 area. 0.5 right below it if it wants to wick down. And you get either one of those and still be all right. Our real goal is to come and knock out 125. If we can't do that, then, well, it's not going to be pretty, folks. It's not going to be pretty. We got to take out, we got a low. We need to take out this guy, 125, 100 something. Not going to be satisfied until we do that, but if we're starting a new wave up, if we're starting a new little section, if our correction is over, if our ABC is over, if we're starting a 1, 2, 3 new wave up, then maybe we can do it. I guess we will find out tomorrow when I come back and see what we're doing. Until then, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm going to the end screen, hang around the chat, and I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the gains. Make sure you go take profit. That's important. And we'll see you on the next one. Good night, everybody.
Traders don't sleep, they chase the sun. With each tick, their hearts are one. Candlesticks and rhythm play. Where will profit soar today?
Shout out to everybody with the fan bun and Gator Squatch and Glittery Marshmallow. Thank you very much for your support here on this channel. I've got no clappy hands. I have to do it manually. All right, let me back up here on the chat. Oh, here we go there. Haven says, I'm trading Pingu on the 1 minute. Road Dog might need to go over the gym again. Is it moving? I'm on the 1 minute chart. Still hanging there. It's good. It's going through the. I'm on what, the 4 hour. Let me get this box out. So she's above that. She's above the 9. That's good. That looks decent. That looks going through the cloud. We're at the 382. So my target is 3.2 and 3.4 for short term, and we're in this open and broadening pattern, which can go good, and we can see 0.04. So, well, she has not yet made her higher high. Needs to. That's what she's trying to work on. And we got this trend line right here that we're following. Most likely part of a bigger channel that we're in. And that will kind of lead us up to our 3-cent area. Still looks pretty decent. Momentum looks like it's there. Stochastics are kind of toppy. It's still got some work to do. It's still got some work to do, but it's doing it. It's trying. Here on the 24 minute. Still holding that nice little trend line right there. 1, 2. She may be coming for a correction. Looks like she's on her 5th wave, actually. Oh no! Elliot says she's on a ABC correction from this buy. Elliot's suggestion she comes down to 2.5 cents. I didn't say it. Elliot said it. If it happens, it ain't my fault. It's his fault. Damn you, Elliot. That's why we don't take you nowhere. Come on, Bitcoin. Where you dumping to? Where you dumping to, Bitcoin? Where are you coming down to? Flag to the upside. That did not. Am I? Oh, you nothing held. She's coming down to the low lows. That's why I'm glad I took profit up there. So for Bitcoin, retesting this area, I wouldn't be surprised if she does come back down. So we're looking for we're looking hopefully for a 786 for this, because we lost the 618 on you. Lost the 200. You're looking kind of scary, Bitcoin. You did make a higher high from here. Made a higher high. No, you went even with here. Oh, you're so... I don't know. Will it hold? Will it hold? I think we're trying to make a double bottom. Let's cross our fingers if that's what's happening. That's the bullet scenario. And here we go. You catching traction? Catching some traction. Let's see. Ooh. Well, it's going to be an interesting night for Bitcoin. She's going to be struggling trying to maintain this level here and recover. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, and we stay in price discovery. That's what we're hoping for, right? Hear that? I get stopped out and I get my $50,000 back, or most of it. All right. Road Dog has coffee. Going. I know. Linda slowly climbing. Haven says I'm short in Pingu 30x on the 1 minute, just passing time till open. What's it? Now you got me curious. Oh my gosh, you're shorting it? On the 1 minute? Okay, well, those haven't crossed yet. She's looking really bullish. Let's zoom out. She made a higher high. I see she's at some resistance there. Oh, okay. I can see your short idea. Because she went up in 272. Is that the one that is gonna, or is there a bigger one on it though? Oh, I gotta say the bigger time frames. They look good there, don't they? Let's see. You got me curious about this. Let's come out to like a 15-minute. Okay, yeah, there's a 618 right up above. A lot of people will be shorting it with you right there. It might go up a little bit above it. It's a possibility 0.035, that area, top of the trend line I'm seeing. What would that be? Somewhere around there. 1414, okay. I don't know how much leverage you're using, but one idea that I would just kind of throw past you. So swing high to swing low. If you can put your stop loss beyond this point right here, you're probably safer for it not to get hit at 0.036. Now I don't know if you got enough wiggle room on your risk management to do that. But that would be one idea. If you go outside the box that it normally travels in, right, for your stop loss, that can get you a little bit more wiggle room. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. You sound like the. Oh no. How's it going, Crypto Ref? I hope I don't. I hope I don't. He's a little too egotistical for me. We're actually opposite personality types. I'm in a Pingu log. You're just... Are you flopping and groping? Are you flopping and groping? She's right at, right there. You might find a short scalp, but I think overall, Pingu's looking pretty decent. Came to drop a like after doing my fall yard work. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate you. A long fart coin that's looking, is it finally starting to look good? Hey, there's Mr. Miles. How's it going, Mr. Miles? And you're first tonight. Hey, man. Congratulations, Mr. Miles. I say, congratulations, Mr. Miles. Nailed it. Well, it just wouldn't be the same if we didn't take a look at Caspa before we leave. Mr. Miles being here. Look at you coming back up to, where'd you go to? You went to 7.3. Oh! What was this? Okay. Don't know what I walked in on there, but apparently something hanky-panky was going on. Wow, you just did not respect... I mean, I guess you respected... What happened there? I guess you eventually respected this line, the bump and run kind of idea. She comes... I hate it when they do that, when they get a breakout and then they come back down and they can go lower or test those eyes, come back to the trend line and do that. I hate it when they do that. I got all these targets, but now I feel like I gotta get new targets. Well, hopefully. What we got going on here? Oh, man. Why is that? Why are you being so bearish up here? So the bigger moving averages on Caspa about 8.4 cents, 8.5 cents. Some resistance up there. We need these coins to start going up right now. She's trying. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Good luck in the market. And God willing, we'll come over here and make some life-changing money this time. Tomorrow night, you bring a list of your coins, I'll bring a list of my coins, and we'll throw them on the charts and see what we can come up with. And see if we can all drive mansion Lambos one day. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. God bless. Keep Jesus in your life. You need him. I need him. See you later.